Hello, everybody, and welcome. Pollyanna Brown, the Biz Fairy Godmother here. I am a copy and messaging expert as well as a PR strategist, and I've got my amazing business partner here with me, Susan Kate, who is a business coach and a super kick-ass systems strategist. Like, she's amazing. So, hello, everybody.
I thought you were going to say she's the idiot that just cut her bangs.
No. And it's funny. I don't even like that word. So like if I ever reference that word, I spell it out.
Oh, I love the word idiot. Was a definite idiot move. Okay, Michael, let's address that. Okay.
So yeah, no worries. But today we are here to talk to you guys about mapping out your schedule for success, because this is one of the places that not only does this happen to our clients, but this happens to so many people that we talk to, so many entrepreneurs, business owners, that it needs addressed. So if you've been finding yourself losing time, whether that's, scanning Facebook or, you're doing all these different things all day long, and yet at the end of the day, you feel like you haven't done anything, or if you've been spinning your wheels and just trying to get this list of to-dos down and you're having a hard time, this is really a great way to take control back over your day and really dig in deep to not only be more productive, but also be happier, more free, and have real boundaries in your business. Because shockingly enough, the science proves that the more you work, the less productive you are. So yeah, the 3 to 4 hour range is optimal for most human beings, which I was shocked to find out about. I come from like the background of you work your butt off all day long and that's just how you go. And you don't complain about it. Like, you're excited to work your butt off. So having, our own businesses, we both come from you work hard kind of background. So it's easy to find yourself in 16, 18-hour days, and not taking days off for 2 weeks, and that's being nice.
Like 18 months here. How about 18-hour days at the least? Sometimes it was 20 for 18 months straight. I don't remember taking a single day off.
Mm-hmm. It's exhausting, right? And it's a real problem because you're not able to show up for your people as well as you could. So we wanted to give you guys a tool that will help you take that back. And this is actually Sue's tool that's badass. And when she showed it to me, I was like, oh my God, you changed my life. So we're going to go ahead and bring that on. And Sue, is there anything else that you wanted to say before I bring in the tool bag?
No.
That sounded like an insult.
Dirty, actually, but to judge.
All right, let's get this. There we go. So, okay, there you go.
We'll scroll through the slides, but the first thing that you need to understand is that this works on the color coding and the time blocking premise. Okay, chunking your activity into doing them all together, because you don't want to be shifting gears all day, which is what we find a lot of business owners doing. Every time you shift gears or you multitask, it's been proven that you lose time. So this whole thing came about as a way to get into your zone of genius, into a certain state of mind, knock out those activities in a way that benefits your business, but also that you could schedule really smartly. So it's broken down into 4 things. It's mindset, maintenance, okay? And when we say maintenance, we mean maintenance of any current clients that you have, anything that you currently have in place. Then it's money-making activities, right? This is everything that should lead directly to a sale. And then after that, it's marketing. Now, a lot of people have this backwards. They skip the mindset. Let me tell you, mindset starts your day off. Mindset surrounds everything that you do. You could have the most amazing schedule. You could have the perfect day. But if you're not in the mindset that you need to be in, your whole day is going to go to shit. It's set up where if you can, you really should try to get your clients, servicing your clients in as early as you can in the day. However, I know that not everybody's schedule accommodates this. So we just want to make sure that you schedule that first. Even if you like live in New Zealand and you have to schedule your clients at 6 p.m. at night, that goes into the calendar first. So mindset, maintenance, then money making.
Okay.
A lot of people mark.
So
nope.
I just want to make it clear. So the mindset, they need to put in the calendar first, or it needs to be the first in their day. It goes in the calendar first, correct?
It goes in the calendar first. It doesn't really matter where you do it. However, I recommend that mindset actually takes place before you start your day, right?
Cool.
Always start your day with mindset. So I was just going to go over them broad, and then I was going to dig into the slides.
Yes, not a problem. I just wanted to make sure it was clear.
Yeah. So mindset, maintenance, anything to do with the clients that you already have. Money-making activities, that's like sales calls and lives and directly asking for a sale. And then marketing. Now and this is so that you can list out everything that you have to do in your day. It's almost like boxes, right? Mm-hmm. And then you put it into the appropriate box. Oh, I have to do a live. Cool. That goes into marketing. Oh, I have to do a sales call. Cool. That's money-making activity. You can clearly see what you have to do and if you have enough time to do it. And this will save you from scatter. So let's kind of start with mindset. First thing, you have your calendar. Why don't you scroll down to my calendar?
Okay.
So that they can kind of see.
There we go.
Can you see that really well?
I can, but I've got it big on my screen. Let me see if I can make it. Oop, no, not that. Let's see if I can make it more clear for everybody. Tell me if this is helping.
Yeah, a little bit.
Okay. There we go. I think that's yeah.
The first thing you want to do is get your calendar like this, set up. Not exactly like this, but what you want to do is you want to separate your personal life from your business life. Now, if you can see clearly, my personal life, I'm an all-girl household, so I choose to use the color pink because it lets me know from a glance how much time I've scheduled in for my family, right? And so it's nice and balanced. And then anything that's in blue is kind of like my personal time. This is where I schedule my mindset time in, okay? So the first thing you want to do is schedule your calendar so that your work hours, whatever hours you deem appropriate for work, are blocked off. If you notice, I've deemed the middle of the week, 3 days in the middle of the week is all work, right? And then I have 2 kind of buffer days because Polly and I really work on a 3-day work schedule. So the first thing you do is you block off the hours that you're going to be able to work, and then you start separating it. Schedule in your mindset. If you can get it first thing in the morning, cool, get it out of the way. This is where like my mindset routine is where while I'm in the shower, I run through, number one, what I'm grateful for, right? Grateful for what I have, because that puts you in a high vibe state of mind. Number 2 is, what do I really want to accomplish today? What are the big things that I want to accomplish today? And 3 is, what can go wrong and how am I going to react when it does, right? Because the more prepared you are, we all know that shit happens. The more prepared you are for things to go wrong, the better you handle them when they do go wrong. So that's my mindset practice. Then if you look, then we go into maintenance. This is where we schedule all of our client calls, right? Mm-hmm. I try to get them in as early as I can in the morning because stuff does go wrong. Now, that's not always possible. We have clients all over the world, and some of them we have to accommodate at later hours. But I do try to schedule in most of my maintenance, anything that has to do with any kind of client, as early in the morning as possible. That way, if something goes wrong, it digs into my stuff, not their stuff. Okay? Then after that, then we schedule in money-making activities. These are sales calls. These are asking for referrals. These are direct actions that that will lead to a sale. Why? Because I'm not going to have a business if I don't engage in money-making activity. Mm-hmm. And then 4th is any marketing, right? Any kind of marketing that we're going to do, any kind of content creation for new stuff, any kind of lives, let's say, any kind of marketing activities, any kind of blog posts, any kind of going into groups, that comes after clients, maintenance, money-making activities, then comes marketing. Right? If you notice, I don't cut into anything on my weekends. Like I barely go into my group calls because that is strictly family time. That's going to save your sanity, guys. If you block off time for your family, personal time, you can clearly see that you are balancing your life out. That is a lot of time for my family. Okay. And then if I get my work done early, then I have more time with my family. So the very first thing you want to do, block off your time, separate it. Okay. Second thing is schedule in your mindset. Your mindset practices, whenever you're going to do them, just make sure they go into your calendar first because they're really essential to keeping you on track. Third thing is maintenance. Anything that has to do with your clients needs to go on that calendar. Any type of calls, coaching calls, any type of check-in calls, any type of group check-in, you make space for that first. That way you don't lose your current clients. You always want to keep your clients happy so that they re-sign with you, they get results, and they refer you out. It is kind of like a money-making activity, right? They come first. They invested their money with you, and they deserve the best of you. Then after that, money-making activities, right? This is where you're going to block off maybe an hour where you want to ask for referrals. This is where you want to do your sales calls. What's your favorite money-making activity?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I've got an echo. That's a really good question. I think for me, my favorite is live streams. And along with live streams, I would even say our coaching quickies. Those are amazing for us because it's so value driven, and that's what I love. I love the connection and the value. And so that's what gets me in my space where I feel really good.
This is a great way to hold yourself accountable, right? Mm-hmm. So if you know in your business, in order to make sales, you were told by your coach that you've got to do some lives, that mm-hmm. you've got to ask for referrals, right? These are just the typical activities that coaches tell clients that they have to do. That you have to create some content, that you have to show up in groups, right? That you have to run a blog post, that you have to show up on LinkedIn. Okay, cool. Put them all down on a list. Schedule them in. Do you see how they go in their little box? Put them right into their little box where they belong. Yeah. And then you can hold yourself accountable. You can look at your weekly calendar and say, am I doing enough money-making activity? How much do I have scheduled there? Maybe I am, maybe I'm not. Am I going over in all of my maintenance stuff? If so, well, then I need to block time off differently. Mm-hmm. Am I allowing myself enough time to market? Or am I making marketing and content creation and all of that, am I making it the focus of my life, which we see a lot of people doing, and that's a big mistake. Mm-hmm. Your focus needs to be on money-making activities and maintenance of your current clients before it's on typical marketing, right? Mm-hmm. So it's a really great way for you to hold yourself accountable, for you to stay organized. You just color code everything, you list out what you have to do, and then you put it in the appropriate box. And then you look and you see, do I have enough time for what I have to do? And it's a great way to kind of just hold yourself accountable through the day and not switch gears a lot. Mm-hmm. Now, when you go full time, like Polly and I are, you can set up a schedule where you block off entire days for certain activities. Like our Monday is our marketing day. It's like our team meeting day where we create our launch plans, our content creation. We can dedicate all of Monday to that. We don't ever take client calls on Monday. Mm-mm. Now we're to a point where we're not even taking client calls on Tuesday. We're just doing it Wednesday and Thursday. And we have built in Friday as a personal day. So this is because we're starting to do a lot of events and we're starting to go places. So we want to make sure that we have a personal day built in for us, right? For the weeks that we're around, but also enough time to travel to places, right? So for somebody who's not full-time, that's not going to work. But if you are full-time, try to chunk all of your content creation into one space. Try to give yourself a personal day. That way, if anything happens during the week, that Friday, you can kind of catch up on it. Like if we have client calls that have to cancel or whatnot, or we book a last minute VIP day, we know that we have Friday open for that. It's like kind of the catch-all day. Do you have any thoughts on this?
Absolutely. So I know one thing that I've struggled with in the past has been underestimating how long something's going to take me to accomplish. And this is something that we see a lot with clients too. And so if you have that habit, what's really great about this is not only are you keeping on track so that you can check things off your list, you know what time you've dedicated to them, you know how long it's then taken you to complete it. One, you've got the Friday there, if that's the day you choose to catch that, right, and reevaluate. But then you also have that for future scheduling so that you can see, when I sit down to make a masterclass, for example, that's going to take me about 18 hours total. How do I need to break that up into the next 2 or 3 weeks and then get it done effectively versus doing the all-nighter? Because
doing it scattered.
Yeah. Scattered.
People sit down and try to do a masterclass in 20-minute blocks of time. And that's a great way to take a month to build a masterclass.
Yes. And not only that, but then your thoughts are disjointed. So then the masterclass is disjointed. So if you have solid blocks of time that are set aside, that are healthy for what you're doing, that also get you into the feeling of it, they get you into the flow of it, then that really sets you up for success versus trying to do mini chunks of things, right? And get more done, but it's not done as well, is not going to help you. Quality over quantity is always going to win because people feel you in your work. So that is the other thing here, is this kind of schedule, this kind of flow to your day. It protects your sleep. It protects your health, because in online business in particular, it is really easy to let your sleep go wonky. It is really easy to forget to eat. It's all those little things that keep us on top of our game and keep us productive long-term. They're really easy to go wonky. And so this is a great way to keep all of that on track and really hold yourself accountable to have the success you want. And if you're not having the results that you want, this is the first place to check to make sure. And now the best thing is Sue has built out some other systems in our business that catch other things. If we're not getting results, or she gives it to all of our clients. So our clients have these tools and we can go and check. If they're not getting a specific result, we go look into those systems. They're all custom systems for that Sue's built for the client. And we can say, look, this is where you're, not getting this in, or this is where you need to dedicate more time, or, hey, try this because this is what the data is telling us. And so your schedule is really a powerful system in your business of accountability and productivity. And this is just the most powerful way that I've learned how to do it. And it's definitely changed how I approach it, because before I was definitely doing the same thing where I was going from task to task to task and they were disjointed, right? Like, let's say I had a call scheduled at 10 a.m. and another one at 12 and another one at 3. Right? Mm-hmm. I would try to fit other things in between there that weren't maintenance activities. And the problem with that is my mind and productivity could not sync that up. So I'd be halfway into like a post or some other marketing activity. Mm-hmm. I'd have to leave it. And then I come back and I'm like, okay, where am I? And I have to get back into it. And just about the time I'm getting up, I got to go do something else. And it's a really great way to set yourself back and hurt your business in a way versus propelling you forward. So this is a very powerful tool to run towards your goals without.
Place I look when someone tells me they're not doing good in their business, first place I look is, are you burning yourself out? Mm-hmm. Right? Because here's what happens, guys. I totally believe in the hustle. I am not one of those people that teaches ease and flow from day one. I think it's complete bullshit. Okay. Somebody wants to play ease and flow. Trust me, business is hard enough. Somebody who is hustling is going to lap your ass, especially in the beginning of your business. Okay. And for somebody like me, I was a single mom. Mm-hmm. I had no other sources of income. Ease and flow, leaning back and waiting for the money to come. No, I didn't have that option. Okay. Mm-hmm. There's a time to hustle. Then there is a time to lean back. But ease and flow, I always tell people, is something that you earn. And learning how to lean back and chill out about your business is something that you learn, right? It's like bossing up, like boss back and just lean back and don't take it so seriously. So I'm not one of those people that teaches you, it's going to be super easy and you're going to get it done in 4 hours a day and whatever, okay? Mm-mm. But burnout never helped anybody, and I have burned out quite a few times, right? So this comes from the lesson of me doing it, working. It's not something I'm proud of, 18-hour days for at least 18 months straight, if not more. So the first place that I look is, are you burning yourself out? Because here's what happens. if you work 7 days a week, 18 hours a day, like I did, you actually start to resent your business and you don't realize it.
Yes.
Okay. You start to link up that business is exhausting. You start to link up that this is a never ending cycle. You're never going to get off it. And that's the first symptom of burnout for me. So I look, have you given yourself enough time to be a human, to remember why you're doing this business so that you could be refreshed during the days that you pick for your business?
Yes.
I can easily see it when I make them color code themselves. If I come into somebody's calendar and there's only one pink slot, 1 day a week for them and their 3 kids, that's the first sign of a problem. Okay. Then I look and I see, do you have a mindset practice set up? We all know how powerful mindset is. Okay. Do you have a mindset practice set up that is going to keep you in a healthy mental state? If not, install it right now. Then do you have sequence of importance in your business? Your current clients come first. They just do. Don't put them at the end of the day when stuff can happen. They don't come last. They come first. And so we do a lot of switching in my clients' businesses. Clients come first. Again, like we said, not everybody can schedule them first in the day, because if you live in another country, they may be at the bottom, right? Or you may be working a corporate job, but they go into your calendar first. Because if you only have like 10 hours a week to work on your business and you have 5 clients, those 5 hours that you're going to need to work with those clients, they need to go first. We lost the slides. And you froze, my love. Well, are you there? She's gone. I'm here. Holly,
I'm here. I don't know if you can hear me.
Nope, I couldn't hear you. You went missing.
Okay, I don't know if you can see me. There I am.
The slides. Oh, do you still have the slides up?
Yeah, I do. I don't know what you guys can see and what you can't see.
No slides.
Okay, so I'm going to put them down and then I'll bring them right back. Sorry about that, guys. Internet has been crazy.
There's a hurricane hitting the whole East Coast. Don't worry about it.
I was going to say, I'm pretty sure it actually has to do with the hurricane, which is crazy because, wow. I'm trying to, my thing won't respond. Let's see. Okay. Okay, there we go. I have got it. Almost.
This is a good example of what to do when shit goes wrong.
Right?
Honestly, this is leaning back. This is what leaning back looks like. It's no fucks given when something goes wrong. It's just handling it with what you have. And sometimes you don't have anything.
Yes.
There we go.
Let's see. Can you see them? Because I can't. Let's see. Let's try this again.
Oh, well, we can just go on without them.
Yeah, it's not. It's refusing to work. So,
cool. So let's say you have 10
cool.
hours in your business that we were talking about, and you have 5 clients. Those 5 hours that it's going to take you to work with those 5 clients. Oh, so Bon says, can see and hear both of you, but no slide yet. Sorry, they were earlier in the presentation. We had a tech fail.
Sorry, guys. Hurricane problems.
But yeah, if I blow away, I live in Florida. Sorry. I'm hoping that my bangs distract them all. What the hell happened? I'm just gonna say the wind blew the scissors, right? So if you have the 5 hours left, then out of those 5 hours left, if you have 10 hours that you've set aside in your business, 5 hours goes to your current clients, and you have 5 hours left. Well, those 5 hours should be split up into money-making activities and marketing. And now I want you guys to think about this kind of on top of each other. Mindset first, maintenance, money-making, marketing. Okay? Think about this. Everything you do down at the bottom, marketing-wise, should push up into a money-making activity. Everything is geared marketing-wise that wants to then turn into a money-making activity, a sale. Then all of your money-making activities push up into maintenance because the objective is for you to get a client to maintain. And all of it is surrounded with mindset. So instead of having people sit down at their computer. They have this whole big to-do list and all these freaking activities. And every time they have a coaching call, their coach gives them something else to do. And you know what? It honestly just looks like scatter to most people. They just sit down at their computer and they're just like, oh shit, what do I do now? What do I do now? What do I do now? And we all know that when you have that to-do list that isn't sequenced, that isn't sorted, that doesn't make any sense, you have so much to do that you go take a nap. Okay? You have so much to do that you go play on Facebook. You have so much to do that you think about writing that blog post, or you think about writing that Facebook post, but then you think about it and it's 3 hours later. And then it's 3 weeks later. And then it's 3 months later. And then you start beating the shit out of yourself mentally. All right? Happens so often. If you don't even need to see your to-do list really to make this work. You need to think about, did I do my mindset for the day? Cool. Then what are the things that I need to do to maintain my current clients? Okay? Then what money-making activities do I need to do today? Do I have any sales calls? Do I have any lives where I directly invite people to get on the phone with me? Do I have any referral requests that I have to? Do I have any follow-ups? Anything that could result in a sale, that goes next. And then it's marketing. And marketing is usually where all of the little billion little details happen, right? Yes. It's where most people get confused. It comes last. It comes last in your schedule. It comes after money making. It comes after maintenance. It comes after mindset. Okay? Do you have anything that you want to add to that?
I do. There's one thing that I want to say, which, we talked about this earlier, where you and I both come from the background of you work hard, and you're proud to be a hard worker. And there's nothing wrong with that, but it's a different kind of mentality, and owning your own business is completely different than working hard in a job somewhere. And so there's a different mental toll that's taken. There's a different physical toll that is taken. And I learned a very good lesson that my husband actually helped me with. And whenever there has been a moment where goals aren't being reached, or, that crazy entrepreneurial roller coaster that we've all been on, right? Whenever that hits, he always looks at me and he goes, when was the last time you did your mindset work? When was the last time that you went to bed at a reasonable hour? When was the last time you took care of yourself, right? The smelly entrepreneur is real. Let me just tell you. So it's easy to get lost in those details and work for days at a time, forgetting all the other things that you need to do to take care of you to show up and actually be productive. And so it's really important to look at this and go, these are my boxes of boundaries. And seeing it that way and making them non-negotiable, so that as you're getting those notifications for whatever's next on the list, you're able to shift into that and release anything like guilt. That's a big one. Shame, anything like that. And note that you are doing what you need to have a healthy, successful business. And that comes from a healthy, successful you. And that's what this tool is so powerful for, because it makes it so clear what you need to be doing at each individual time. And it's up for, you can modify it whenever you need to, whenever something isn't working. And it makes it much easier to diagnose what is and isn't working. So that's one of the most powerful things that you've taught me in business is you don't have to fly by the seat of your pants. You can really build in these super simple systems that you wouldn't think are systems, right? You would look at this and you'd call this a schedule. You wouldn't think of a schedule as a system. At least I wouldn't. And so having these little things that catch all of the holes in your business help you fill those holes so that you can grow and you can scale.
And they let you gain momentum. Like she was saying earlier, it's a different state of mind. The state of mind that you get into when you're servicing a client is a different state of mind that when you're on a sales call. And it's a different state of mind that when you're trying to build some kind of marketing activity. Now, for the record, a lot of people ask me, where do I schedule in, let's say, content creation for a group course that I've already sold? That actually goes into maintenance. That goes into maintenance activity. Anything that has anything to do with a client that I have already signed goes into maintenance activities, right? They ask me, where do I do my learning, my education? I actually consider that a personal activity. I don't put that into my business time because I enjoy that. So I consider that a personal activity. I actually also do my coaching calls with my coaches on what I schedule in as my personal time. Okay. Right. Because it's not necessary. I just separate it that way. So some people can do it different. You guys can schedule that in wherever you want to schedule that in. That's where time blocking is so important. Like Polly and I are actually looking for a coach to work with together. When we have that coach, we're going to schedule that coach in either on the Monday of our schedule or on the Friday of our schedule because we've left those days open and we just work in the bulk of the week. That's up to you guys. However you want to do that, you have to figure out based on the activities that are relevant to your business, what activity goes in what block. What activity are you going to deem money-making activity? If you have a brick and mortar store, that's going to be going to the store, right? You're going to have to run the cash register. If you have an online business where you're doing sales calls, cold sales calls, money-making activity is just sales calls, right? You're going to have to figure out relevant to your business, list everything you have to do in your business, list the daily and the weekly stuff that is repeatable, and then list the one-time stuff. And then look at that and put it into its relevant box, right? And this is going to be different for every business, and it does take you a little while to build this system. But when you build this system, everybody that I've built the system for has come back and been like, oh my God, I can't believe how much time I actually have. I'm actually sleeping. That's when you really start to see somebody start to lean back into their business and realize that you could make this happen with much less time than you think you need to make this happen. Right? And you really start to see people start to enjoy their business because one, it makes sense. What happens when you're driving in the car and you're lost, right? You slow down. When you feel lost in your head as it pertains to your business, you mentally, your brain slows you down.
And your body tenses.
It takes longer to do everything. When you have a system with days, with time blocks, specifically meant to catch activities, that things go wrong. I call it buffer time or personal time. When you have a system that directly puts your current clients first and then directly schedules in your marketing activity, you guys, you can really, really make a ginormous change in your personal life and in your business. We don't teach business first. We actually teach personal life first because the business is meant to give you a life, not take it away. Way too many people doing it the wrong way. And so they trade in corporate chains for content creation chains. And they're developing the same opt-in for 6 months. Like I did it too. Guilty as charged. It doesn't have to be that way. Okay. So again, we'll just go through it again. First, go to Google Calendar, set up your private time, block off your business time. Try to do it in as big blocks as you can. Try not to do an hour here, an hour there, an hour there. Try to block off your time in as big blocks as you can. Okay? Mindset first. Schedule in maintenance of clients. Oh, are we back? Right? Like big blocks like that, guys. Okay? Even if you have a 9-to-5 job, cool. You can still block your time off. Mindset work. Then schedule in your client calls. Try to do your client calls together because it puts you in the state of mind. If you can't, you can't, but try. Right? And you could definitely move in that direction. My client calls used to be Monday through Friday all morning from 8 o'clock in the morning until 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And now they're Wednesday and Thursday. Right? So definitely move in that direction. Then money making, schedule in whenever you're going to ask for referrals, whenever you're going to do sales calls, put that time in there. And then also it works in the universal concept of when you make space, things arrive.
Yes.
Make space for it. And then do your marketing. Any final thoughts, my love? We've been on quite a while.
Yeah, no, I think that that's perfect. So if you guys do have questions on this, put them in the comments below, especially if you're catching this on the replay. We love coming back and answering your questions, so that is not a problem. Did we want to invite them to anything, or do we just want to wrap this up for the night?
If you guys want to come to our masterclass, How to Enroll with Ease, Polly can drop the link.
Absolutely. So I'll just run through this with you guys really quick. So it's how to enroll clients with ease without a sales page, email list, or sleazy sales. And in this, you're going to learn the new online business model that really focuses on cash flow versus complicated systems that holds you back, right? You're also going to learn our step-by-step process for running your business without constant content creation, right? Just like we were talking about, break those chains, and why you don't need a list to make money, but what you do need instead, because it's awesome. And then also how to get started making sales no matter what you have in place. So even if you are brand new, we're going to teach you how to do that. So go ahead and head over to www.m4businessmastery.com/the new business model. I'm going to be dropping that link in the comments and up above. So if you're catching this on the replay, you can find it in both places, whichever way you want. So that's it for tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here with us, and we will talk to y'all soon. And Sue, any parting words?
No, just wish me luck in the hurricane because I'm staying.
Yeah, be safe. See y'all later.
Bye, guys.
Bye.